Princess Lily with another Transgirl CNC where we talk about comics, cartoons, and other awesome nerd shit. So, I know this video is a little earlier in the week than you're used to, and that's not because I'm taking a vacation or I'm making up for the video that I missed the week previously. I just want to start making more videos for the channel, so I'm going to try to move to 2 videos a week. Now, I already tried to do this previously, and it didn't quite work out, and so I stopped trying, but I don't want that to be the case. I want us to keep trying and keep making videos and, grow the channel, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to make 2 videos a week. We'll call them our midweek videos. I don't know what the topics are going to be about. I don't know if the length is going to be the same or shorter than our normal videos. It'll just vary week by week, topic by topic. We're going to talk about comics and cartoons, of course, but we're also going to talk about things within the spectrums, such as my favorite animes, even if they're not new or fresh or whatever, top 10 lists. We'll do a video every week about why I like this versus this and whatever. We'll talk about shipping, we'll talk about characters, we'll do all that stuff, and I can't wait to start doing that. But I did think that a midweek video would be perfect for one of our regular features on the channel, and that is the monthly previews. That's right, it's a new month, and that means new previews, new comics coming out in 2 months in February, and this is what I think you should get, or what I'm checking out that I think a lot of people will really enjoy. So let's get started with that. Starting out at our honorable mention list spot is X-Men Red from Marvel Comics. Now, normally I don't advertise titles from big publishers like Marvel or DC, but this one is going to be fresh and new, and I think it kind of deserves a place on the list. Even though there are already like 4 X teams, this one's going to be led by the original Jean Grey, fresh off of Phoenix Resurrection, and it's going to be her team, which will be comprised of not only Namor and Nightcrawler, but Gabby and Laura from All New Wolverine, as well as some new faces, so it'll be interesting to see how they do that and who's in the actual comic. So I'm certainly looking forward to that. It'll just be, standard X stories, though. So, that is what that is. But let's move on to our actual list. I have 4 comics actually listed in order, and so that'll be pretty exciting for this video, because I've never done them in order before. Well, I usually save the best one for last, in my opinion, but this is actually in order, so I hope you enjoy that. So coming in at number 4 is Athena Voltaire and the Sorcerer Pope. Almost messed that up. From writer Steve Bryant and artist Ishmael Canales. I think I'm saying that right. It's the continuing adventures of America's favorite pop comic heroine, Athena Voltaire, as she races against the Nazis to find an artifact that was once held by Pope Sylvester II. Now, as she's racing, she has help from the Allied forces, but they have their own goals in mind in concerns to the artifact. And the tagline is, with ultimate power on the line, who can you trust? Now, the art looks neat. I like the fact that the main character is going to be this kick-ass woman, fighting Nazis. In fact, the first cover is her, punching Hitler in the face, so I'm all about that. So why is this number 4? It's because it's the continuing adventures. I don't know what's come previously. I don't know what to expect from the character. I'm banking a whole lot on this, that I'll like it. It's got all the right notes to hit all the right parts, but we'll see. But check that out. That's Athena Voltaire and the Sorcerer Pope from Action Labs. I think a lot of people are going to like that one. Coming in at number 3 is DNA Doesn't Tell Us from 7 Seas Entertainment. They're a manga and anime publishing house. Anyway, not important. It's from mangaka Minotauro. It's the only information they give me, no last name, so it looks like that's their pen name. And the story is going to be real cute. The art looks real cute. It's about animals becoming human. Well, mostly human. They're turning into high school girls, or just girls in general. And that, in and of itself, I know is too silly for some of you, but it's perfect for me. It's going to be a cute slice of life story about high school life for these girls, how they're acclimating to their new human bodies, how they're learning to live with humans on an equal footing as people, and how their interpersonal relationships with each other, because it's not just like prey animals, it's also predator animals who are also getting these new forms, and they can't just be eating each other. Or so, that's what that is. The main character is Yoko. She was a sheep, or she is a sheep. It's gonna be real cute. The art's really great and amazing, and I love it. And I hope you all will really enjoy it. It's just all the perfect strokes for me. I love slice of life animes and stories, and so there you go. Sorry for that. The more I talk, the more I have to drink, Coming in at number 2. This month is really, the reason it's number 2, it could have been number 1. I really went back and forth between the two before I decided on this being my number 2 and the number 1 being the number 1. As many of you know, there was supposed to be a new Xena TV series where they were actually going to remove all the lesbian subtext and just make it actual text. No queer coding, any of that. It was just going to be straight up Xena being Xena, but also being just out and gay. And I was really hoping for that and looking forward to it, and then they canceled it straight up. So I don't know why they canceled it. The reason was there's already enough Xena, and there can never be enough Xena, in my opinion. But that's just me. So at number 2 is a new comic from Dynamite Studios. Jesus. From Dynamite Studios, it's Xena, the Warrior Princess. Of course it is. From writer Meredith Finch. You might recognize her from her own series Rose, and she also did a lot of writing for Wonder Woman. And so she knows her way around the mythos of Greek mythology already from that particular title, and so she's pretty sure she can handle Xena. I think she can too. The artist is Vicente Cifuentes, which I believe I'm pronouncing that right. I think I did a pretty good job. Anyway, Xena is seeking redemption for spilling innocent blood. It's all over her hands. And so she's taking a trip to Athens, to the temple of Ilosis. I'm totally mispronouncing that, though. So, 1 point, minus 1 point, I'm still at 0. She's going to that temple to beg for forgiveness because, she killed innocent people, and that's not her way, that's not her style. But she'll find out that some things just can't be forgiven, and there's no telling if she'll find redemption or betrayal when she gets to the temple of that particular god. The tagline is that her passion, her power, her convictions could change the world. And like I said, I'm always down for more Xena. I love Xena ever since I was a little girl. So I'm just so super excited about this comic. Now, of course, there have been lots of Xena comics. I personally like Xena and the Army of Darkness. That's a great comic. It's really enjoyable. But I'm really looking forward to this, mostly just because I was really done that the new show wasn't going to happen. So, there you have it. Whew! And finally, our number one comic of the month that's coming out in February. Remember, these all come out in February. So, that's what that is. That's why it's previews. Order now. The number 1 comic from Black Mask Studios is The Wilds. From Vida Anaya is the writer, and the artist is Emily Pearson, and I am just super duper jazzed about this. I could make this an entire story in Fallout. This is so just... Alright, so a plague sweeps America, and so the survivors have to come together to form city-state-like communities in order to, defend and protect each other. The main character, Daisy Walker, is a runner based for the compound. The compound is a post-apocalyptic postal service, kind of mixed with a black market salvage, and a runner's job is to ferry items between communities and people, as well as sometimes go into the wilds to salvage stuff from the ruined old world. and that's cool in and of itself. That's really great. I don't know. It's not your typical action comic, I suppose, maybe. But what makes this really cool, and what's number one particularly, is that she finds out that her lover, Heather, who is also a runner, goes missing on one of her jobs. So she has to go out into the wilds to face feral animals, monsters created by the plague, and she's going to go search. She'll risk everything to find Heather. I don't know if she does. And as it turns out, she might find out that there's a little difference between the world inside the walls and the terror beyond them. And that's pretty cool. The art looks phenomenal. I do base a lot of what I pick on like the art, if I like it or if I don't. If I like the character descriptions, if I don't. But this looks like it's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. I love Black Mask Studios to begin with, so this is like perfect in my opinion for a number one spot. And yeah, that's why it's number one. And that's the end. I've got nothing else. I only had 4. So, of course, the regular video is going to go up on Monday, and it's going to be about Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, and her adventures, and I'm so excited to do that with y'all. I know that some of you are looking forward to it, almost as much as I am. Anyway, I'm Fire Princess Lily. This has been Transgirl CNC, and until next time, love comics, love cartoons, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.